start reading. I'm gonna like initially announce that obviously this book we wrote a long time ago, it does mention Jesus and shit, but it is in no way biblically accurate. Um, Jesus didn't do any of these things.
The guy's name is just Jesus. All right, it's not
It's
him.
just it's not actually him. That's just his name.
Yeah, like there's Mexicans with names
Yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. It's Jesus. Just pronounce it Jesus, bro. Honestly.
Jesus has this.
Yeah, alright,
All
here you
right,
go.
all right, all
I'm
right, all
listening.
right. Alex.
Ah, whatever.
Fuck.
Just go. It'll
All
be
right.
live anyway.
On the day Jesus was born, three wise men set course to Bethlehem, but on the way they learnt a lot about each other and became great companions. They soon abandoned their mission for Jesus and traveled to distant lands. Within a matter of days of arrival, they had already built a farm and established trade with the other villagers. The three wise men consisted of Jack, Asher, and Dylan, all having very different backgrounds. Jack was once a man of riches and glory. Asher was a master-class architect, and Dylan was a retired gladiator. The three men would go on to live peacefully for 10 years until a 10-year-old Jesus appears at their doorsteps and banishes them all to faraway lands. Jack to the furthest away village, Asher to an underwater prison, Dylan...
The depths of hell.
Is that accurate? That's not actually what happens, is it?
In the book.
Is
Yeah.
it?
At the
Oh.
beginning, yeah. Remember,
To the
Malifaux comes
depths of
along later.
hell!
He goes back to hell, remember?
As he must face the punishment for his sins.
Yeah, bet. Alright, here, I'll take this and chuck it back in the bookshelf. There you go. Alright.
So this
Wait,
one
what?
is
That's Malifaux, is it?
Jack's reunion.
Oh no.
The air filled with an otherworldly aura, and the room fell silent as Jesus approached the arrogant man.
Remember, it's Jesus.
Oh, Jesus approached the arrogant man. Jack said, Jesus gently, "Your pride has clouded your judgment, and you have lost sight of what truly matters in life. You have been blessed with great wealth and comfort," Jesus said, looking deep into Jack's eyes. "But true wisdom is not confined within the walls of luxury. To truly understand the human condition and to find the essence of compassion, you must experience life beyond your riches." Damn!
Yeah, it's pretty good, eh?
We're dropping bars. We
We
didn't
were
even know
dropping
it.
bars, man.
The wise man was taken aback by the divine presence before him, but his arrogance prevented him from truly comprehending the gravity of the situation. He scoffed at Jesus and challenged the authenticity of his divine power. Oh, fuck. Bro, you might have to say something to him, bro.
To who?
You might have to say sorry, man.
Yeah, I
Bro,
probably have to say sorry.
you challenged him, bro.
I did challenge him, didn't I? I'm gonna have to
In
repent for this.
response, Jesus simply smiled and uttered a few cryptic words. "As you wish."
Oh,
In
don't
the
whisper
blink
it
of
to
an
me.
eye. In the blink of an eye, Jack found himself no longer in the comfort of his luxuries. He was transported to a faraway village, a place he had never seen before.
Oh, maybe it was meant to be unheard of, but yeah.
Yeah. Confused and disoriented, Jack realized that he had been banished from his homeland and was now in a land of unfamiliar faces and humble abodes. As he tried to find his way back to Bethlehem, Jack encountered numerous challenges and struggles. He had to learn to live a simple life, to work hard for his sustenance, and to understand the true essence of humility and empathy. In this distant village, he found no recognition of his former fame, nor any admiration for his wisdom. He was just another ordinary person, and it was both humbling and painful for him. Days turned into months, and months turned into years. Jack's arrogance slowly waned away as he experienced the hardships and joys of ordinary life. He befriended villagers, learned their customs, and saw the world from their perspectives. Through his journey, he had discovered the beauty in simplicity and compassion. As the years passed, Jack's heart began to change, and he genuinely regretted the arrogance he once had. The memory of his encounter with Jesus haunted him, and he yearned for an opportunity to make amends and return to Bethlehem. One day, while working in the fields, Jack notices a bright star in the sky that shone like no other. Deep inside, he felt an inexplicable connection to that star, as if it had held the key to his redemption. Guided by an inner calling, he followed the star's light, hoping it would lead him back to his homeland. His journey was arduous and filled with challenges, but Jack persevered, drawing strength from the lessons he had learned during his exile along the way. He helped those in need, shared his wisdom selflessly, and spread kindness wherever he went. Finally, after years of travel, Jack reached Bethlehem just as a Finally, after years of travel, Jack reached Bethlehem just as a great celebration was taking place. The star he had followed had led him to the birthplace of Jesus, the very same divine being who had banished him years ago. Tears began to stream down Jack's face as he fell to his knees before Jesus. He confessed his past arrogance and expressed his profound regret for his actions. Jesus, in his infinite wisdom and love, forgave him and embraced him. Thus, the once proud and arrogant Jack found redemption through a humbling journey, and the guiding hand of Jesus, becoming a shining example of the transformative power of love.
Mm-hmm.
That's that one.
Oh, yeah, let me grab it. Back up.
Bro, I think we can say Jesus, bro. He's a good dude in his books.
Yeah,
You can say Jesus.
He's a good dude in the book. Yeah, he's a good dude. But he didn't actually do it. That's all.
He's not evil, bro.
Alright. This is Ash's one.
This one is Ash's faith.
Mm-hmm.
Asher stood atop a towering castle that he had designed. He looked down upon the people who revered him. His heart swelled with pride, and he whispered to himself, "I am like a god, shaping the world with my own hands." Unbeknownst to him, his words had reached the ears of a higher being, including one who took particular interest. Jesus, a mysterious and powerful figure. Upon hearing Asher's blasphemous claim, Jesus decided to test the architect's faith and humility. In a moment of divine judgment, Asher found himself engulfed by a swirling vortex of energy. Before he could grasp what was happening, he was pulled through the fabric of reality, ending up in an otherworldly prison that was underwater. The water was pitch black, and there was no escape in sight. Days turned to weeks, weeks to months, and months to years. Asher's initial arrogance had long vanished, replaced by a deep introspection and questioning of his faith. In the darkness of his confinement, he wondered if he had truly overstepped the boundaries of what he as a mortal should aspire to become. Doubts gnawed at his soul as he pondered the existence of gods and higher powers. As he stared into the abyss that was surrounding him, Asher noticed faint glimmers of light in the distance. There was a chance for escape. He felt compelled to find out what lay beyond this watery prison. With newfound determination, he devised a plan to craft a makeshift vessel, using the stones scattered in his enclosure. As the last piece of the vessel was put into place, Asher hesitated for a moment. He wondered whether he was meant to be in this underwater prison, paying for his arrogance, or if he had the right to challenge the fate bestowed upon him. The memory of his past life, the admiration and worship he had once reveled in, now seemed hollow. Taking a deep breath, Asher pushed away his doubts and set his creation in motion. The vessel creaked and groaned as it moved through the water, inching closer to the glimmers of light. It was a perilous journey, but with each passing moment, Asher felt a growing sense of determination to embrace the unknown. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, Asher breached the surface of the water and emerged into the lands between once more. The open sky greeted him with its vastness. The stars shone with a brilliance he had never seen before, but he no longer felt the same sense of pride he once did at the sight of his creations. Instead, a humbling awe filled his heart as he realized that he was but a small piece of a grand tapestry woven by forces far beyond his comprehension. He had been a pawn in a divine test, and his arrogance had led him astray. His questioning of faith had opened his eyes to the complexity of the world and the limitations of his mind. And from then forward, Asher vowed to use his architectural talents not for personal glory or boasting, but to bring beauty and solace to those around him. He became a humble servant of the people, sharing his gifts with genuine humility. And while he still had questions about the nature of gods and higher powers, he no longer sought to be their equal or challenge their existence. Instead, he embraced the notion that some things were beyond mortal comprehension, and that in itself was a testament to the greatness of the world he lived in. And he designed great structures that blended harmoniously with nature. Escher found peace within himself, knowing that he had grown from his trials and learned to accept the grand design of the lands between. And so, the legend of the once arrogant masterclass architect Asher was forever transformed into a tale of humility, redemption, and faith in the face of uncertainty.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, boy.
Right, Ash's face. Now we got Dylan's escape. Have you? Do you want me to chuck it on there? Yeah.
I think because we're in creative, it just duplicates the book.
Oh, you're in creative. What? I'm
Am
in
I in
survival,
creative?
G.
Bro, what the hell, bro? How do I change it?
I didn't even realize Alex was still here.
I can't change it. You can change it, I think. Can I change it?
No. I need the host, Jack.
Yeah. Hang on. Why the heck? Why are you in
I have-
creative?
Yeah. I don't know.
This
Yeah,
is
I was
my
like,
world.
wondering- I was wondering that. I don't know.
I don't even know how to make you. Hang on.
You don't?
No, hang on. Wait, what? Oh, it's game mode, isn't it? You can't just type GM. Game mode 0, and then I'll do add A.
How do you soldier?
There we go. Cool.
Alright.
Awesome. Sweet. So it's not going to duplicate the books. All right. Which one's this?
Dylan's escape. But this isn't the Malasol story.
No.
Bro, the fact the Malasol story is what? 33 pages long, bro.
Fucking hell, bro.
It's
In the
best
forgotten land
chapter.
of Yharnam, shrouded in eternal night, an ancient curse had befallen the once thriving city. The skies were permanently covered in a crimson hue, and the streets were bathed in blood. Demonic beasts roamed freely, and the echoes of the suffering souls trapped in the depths of hell filled the air. Amidst the nightmarish landscape, there was the banished Dylan, once a renowned gladiator. He had fought in countless battles, his sword dripping with the blood of his foes. However, age and weariness had caught up to him, and he had long retired from the arena, a shell of what he once was, seeking solace in the peaceful corners of the city. But peace was an elusive concept here. One fateful night, when the moon hung low, a hooded figure approached Dylan's home. The figure's eyes gleamed with an otherworldly light,
You.
and its voice carried an ominous tone. It spoke of a prophecy that foretold the gladiator's soul would be the key to breaking the curse that had trapped the city in eternal torment. The figure beckoned Dylan to follow him to the depths of hell, where the salvation of Yharnam awaited. At first, Dylan was hesitant to accept the hooded figure's invitation, wondering if someone like him could even lift the weight of the curse that had befallen the city. Memories of his past were brought back to his mind. He had faced formidable foes in the arena, but this was a chance to truly be a hero, to save not just himself, but the souls of countless others. With a firm resolve, he agreed to embark on this treacherous journey. This hooded figure led Dylan to an ancient temple, its towering structure hidden beneath layers of darkness. Together, they descended through the cryptic and disgusting labyrinth beneath the city, their only guide being the ominous whispers that seemed to echo from the very walls as they delved deeper. The air grew thicker with malevolence, and the shadows around them writhed like living entities. Dylan could feel the crushing weight of the curse pressing upon his soul and his chest, trying to suffocate the last embers of hope and oxygen out of him. But he pressed on, driven by a strength that he had never known before. In the eerie, dark depths of hell, they encountered grotesque monsters and vile abominations. Each step was a battle for survival and a test of integrity, as well as Dylan's skills as a gladiator. They were reawakened. His sword cleaved through the twisted creatures, and a newly bolstered determination lit his spirit. But the true test awaited him at the heart of hell, a colossal demon, its form towering over Dylan, a disgusting, monstrous figure that had guarded the gateway to the salvation of this city. The creature's roars shook the very foundations of the underworld. With his sword in his hand and a new ambition that had set his heart ablaze, Dylan charged at the demonic beast, the clash of their might echoing through the abyss. The battle raged on what seemed like an eternity, both warrior and demon refusing to yield. But Dylan's fighting spirit was fueled not just by his own desire to escape his fears, but by the hope of freeing the cursed souls of Yharnam. With a final thunderous strike, he brought the demon to its knees. In that moment of triumph, the curse began to weaken, and the red sky above the city cracked. Rays of light began to seep through the clouds, dispelling the darkness that had plagued the city for so long. The souls of the damned began to rise, their torment finally coming to an end. As the city started to heal, the hooded figure revealed himself to be a spirit guide, a guardian of Yharnam's salvation. He thanked Dylan for his bravery and sacrifice, acknowledging that it was not just the strength of a gladiator, but the purity of a hero's heart that had broken the curse. Dylan emerged from the depths of the hellish environment, not as a retired gladiator seeking peace from his old days, but now as a savior to the people, carrying with him the stories of lost souls he had freed, and so he walked the blood-stained streets of Yharnam, no longer haunted by his past and traumas as his years as a brutal warrior. Now he is fueled by a new purpose, to protect the city from ever falling into darkness again. And thus the legend of Dylan, the gladiator who escaped the depths of hell, would be whispered on from generation to generation, a symbol of hope in a city once trapped in eternal night. That's that one done.
Yeah.
Bro, Dylan is the best character in this fucking series.
Oh yeah, he gets
This
2
doesn't work for
chapters.
me.
100%, bro. 100%, bro.
Reunion, and then
Ooh.
Malithor.
After enduring their respective and individual punishments, Jack, Asher, and Dylan found themselves separated and facing challenging circumstances in their own faraway lands. As fate would have it, all three men would find themselves returning to Bethlehem around the same time, unaware that their paths were about to cross again. By this time, they had all changed profoundly, both mentally and physically. They had become better versions of themselves as they reunited. They initially didn't recognize each other, but a sense of familiarity and camaraderie soon washed over them. One day, while helping the local villagers in Bethlehem, they stumbled upon an ancient artifact that foretold the return of the 3 wise men who will play a crucial role in guarding the destiny of a special child. Intrigued by the prophecy, they delved into its meaning and realized that it referred to the return of their Savior Jesus. Driven by a sense of duty and the desire to make amends for their past mistakes, the 3 wise men embarked on a quest to find Jesus once again. Their newfound skills and experiences and wisdom complemented each other perfectly. They navigated through various challenges and obstacles as they journeyed together. Their adventures took them through distant lands, ancient ruins, forgotten civilizations. Along the way, they encountered both friends and foes, but the bond between Jack, Asher, and Dylan grew stronger with each trial that they faced together. As they got close to their goal, they discovered that their true mission was not to just merely find Jesus, but it was to spread the hope and compassion and goodwill that Jesus had inspired them with, and spread it. Finally, after a long and arduous journey, they reunited with Jesus, now a young man who welcomed them with open arms. Jesus, in his wisdom, forgave them for their past actions. Recognizing the profound changes they had undergone, the 3 wise men, together with Jesus, became beacons of light and guidance for people far and wide. The tale of redemption and camaraderie spread across the lands, inspiring countless individuals to embrace change, seek forgiveness, and work together for a better future. And so the three wise men, who had once abandoned their mission for Jesus, had truly found him again, not in a manger, but in their hearts and the shared journey they had undertaken.
Oh yeah, I think it's time. I think it's time.
Ooh.
Malithor.
Oh, fuck.
I don't know if I should read this because I think everyone in my house is gonna go to bed, but
Oh my god.
I love this one.
Everything's gone so well.
Hmm.
As Jack, Asher, and Dylan continued their journey together, spreading hope and the goodwill of Jesus wherever they went, they encountered a mysterious being lurking in the shadows of the forgotten civilization they had explored. This malevolent entity was known as Malithor, a demon of immense power, seeking to sow chaos and despair in the realms beyond for no particular reason they had known. Malithor had learned of the three wise men's mission and their abilities and their journey to find Jesus. And he seethed with jealousy and rage. He despised the idea of redemption, for he had thought he could never achieve it. He believed that true power could only be derived from fear and destruction. Consumed by this dark ambition, Malithor hatched a sinister plan to lure Dylan back to hell, aiming to shatter his newfound resolve and bring suffering upon those he cared about, and to bring out the old, hateful side of Dylan as bait. As Jack, Asher, and Dylan were resting in a peaceful village, Malithor struck, orchestrating a deadly attack. He chose his victim carefully, selecting a kind-hearted villager. He had grown very close to Dylan during their time there. The demon's malevolence knew no bounds, and the innocent soul was taken from the world at the middle of night,
Wait.
leaving...
Pause.
Yeah?
Let's go to the innocent soul's house. Follow me.
Oosh.
This is just world building real quick. Follow. Have you got wings?
Yep.
Where you at?
Where are we going?
Just
Where is
look at the dot. Look at the compass thing at the bottom.
Yeah, okay.
Down here.
Oh!
Okay. Alright, whatever, it'll be on
Right.
stream. It'll be on the stream. Alright, look. On them on your right here anyway. This is the innocent soul. We've got a child's flower, a child's birthday cake, the rose of the valley, and then
Damn, bro.
in this room. This is like Undertale type shit. The innocent
got-
soul that once lived here was taken some time ago.
Damn.
Anyway, just wanted to show the world building.
So he Loki lived with him, bro. Malithor was in that crib.
No, that's who Malthor stole. Killed. Whatever.
Did you put shaders on this world?
No, it's Minecraft update. Game just looks
Fucking
like this
hell,
now.
man.
Bedrock doesn't.
No.
launch
Bedrock.
shaders.
No, Bedrock made their own. Haven't heard of Vibrant Visuals yet?
I think it was in like, they were still making it when I
Alright.
did that
Anyway,
last.
Asher can return to the book. On the left page.
And the innocent soul was mercilessly taken from the world, leaving Dylan shattered and filled with grief. The news of the tragedy reached Dylan like a dagger through his heart. His eyes burned with the rage and hate of his past life, and the darkness he thought he had left behind surged through him. In his sorrow and fury, he made the solemn decision to chase the demon and return to hell, seeking vengeance upon the vile being responsible for this atrocity. With the support of Jack and Asher, he understood the pain that consumed him, believed that true power could only be derived from fear and destruction. Consumed by his dark ambition, Malithor... Oh, what?
I think you
Oh, I'm
went
going
back a page.
backwards. I'm going backwards, bro. Dylan set out on a perilous journey back to the depths of hell. This time, however, He did not travel with the intent of seeking redemption and freeing those in need or earning the respect of the infernal beings. His sole purpose was to confront Malithor and make him pay for the pain he'd caused. As they descended into the abyss, the air grew heavy with malevolence and despair. Dylan's heart pounded with every step. The memories of his past life as a gladiator, all the bloodshed from his younger days, are returning to haunt him. Yet he clung to the newfound strength he had gained during his time away from hell, knowing that he must resist the temptations of darkness that surround him. They came to a chamber, and Dylan saw Malithor. As Dylan stood face to face with him, the malevolent demon responsible for the death of the innocent soul. The ground beneath them quivered with anticipation, as if the very fabric of hell was preparing itself for the impending battle between the vengeful wise man and the sinister entity. Malithor's eyes glowed with an eerie red hue as he sneered at Dylan, relishing the opportunity to torment the one who had dared challenge him. His grotesque form towered over Dylan, emanating an aura of pure evil that would drive even the bravest souls to the brink of madness. Dylan's heart pounded, his mind a maelstrom of emotions: grief for the innocent life taken, fury at the sheer malevolence of the demon that opposed him, and determination to put an end to this darkness that plagued this realm. He drew upon the strength he had gained during his time in hell and the wisdom and skills he had acquired as an older and wise man, finding a balance between his past life as a gladiator and his newfound purpose. Without a word, the battle commenced. Malithor lunged at Dylan with his lightning claws. Lunged at Dylan with lightning speed, his claws flashing through the air. Dylan deftly evaded the attack, using his agility and reflexes that he had honed over the past years. He retaliated with a powerful strike, but Malithor's demonic skin proved resilient, merely absorbing the impact. As the battle raged on, the very ground that they stood upon seemed to shift and transform into grotesque forms. Rivers of molten lava flowed nearby, emitting an eerie glow that cast shadows onto the combatants. The cries of tormented souls echoed through the abyss, adding to the gruesome symphony of the battle. Dylan summoned the elements, channeling the power of fire and ice to create a swirling tempest of destruction. Flames danced around him, and shards of ice materialized from thin air, forming deadly projectiles that he launched at the demon. Malithor smirked, seemingly unscathed, but Dylan's assault had brought him a moment of respite. Gathering his strength, Dylan focused on his inner resolve and tapped into the bravery he had learned as a wise man. He channeled the energy of the innocent soul that Malithor had taken from him, transforming his fury into righteous determination. In that moment, the balance within him tipped in favor of light and hope. With his newfound power, Dylan launched himself at Malithor with a furious onslaught of strikes. Each blow was imbued with the strength of his life as a gladiator and the will and determination of his new life as a servant to Jesus. Malithor's defenses began to crack, and the demon roared in pain and frustration. The battle intensified, and the battles became a blur of motion, a dance of violence in the depths of hell. Dylan's heart raced with adrenaline, and he felt a surge of power coursing through his veins. He was no longer a wise man just seeking redemption. He was a force of righteous vengeance, a champion of the fallen. In a final decisive move, Dylan unleashed a torrent of energy, an amalgamation of fire, ice, and just pure determination. The blast struck Malithor with unyielding force, engulfing the demon in a tempest of fury. For a moment, all was still, and it seemed as if the battle had reached its conclusion. But hell is a realm of perpetual torment and evil, and grotesque, and just when it seemed victory was within Dylan's grasp, Malithor had emerged from the infernal tempest once more enraged and fearsome than before. The demon's form had changed. He had grown larger and more monstrous, drawing power from the essence of hell itself. Undeterred, Dylan braced himself for the final confrontation. He knew that this battle was not just about vengeance. It was about breaking the cycle of darkness. With a fierce determination, he channeled all the strength and wisdom he had gained throughout his journey and launched one last desperate assault. The clash that had followed shook the very foundations of hell in this realm. The skies thundered and the ground quaked as the two beings engaged in a cataclysmic struggle for dominance. Blood, fire, and darkness intertwined, painting a gruesome tableau of violence and power. In the end, it was not raw strength alone that decided the battle, but the strength and the drive of one's desire to win. Dylan's unyielding determination and newfound balance tipped the scales, and with one final mighty strike, he had vanquished Malithor, sending the malevolent demon back to the depths of darkness from whence he came. And as the battle came to a close, Dylan stood amidst the wreckage of their violent confrontation, panting and covered in blood and sweat. The malevolence that had once filled the air now dissipated, leaving behind an eerie silence. But this did not fix the pain that ached in Dylan's soul, in grief of the friend that he had lost. But at least now he felt a sense of closure. With the battle won, Dylan emerged from the abysses of hell, forever changed by the violent confrontation. He knew that his journey was not yet over, and that there were more trials and challenges ahead. But he also knew that he carried the strength of both a gladiator and a wise man within him. And with that, he was determined to continue his mission of spreading hope, compassion, and redemption wherever he went. Together, the three wise men continued their journey, and their bond grew even stronger together. The three wise men continued their journey, and their bond grew stronger. They knew that their mission was not just about finding Jesus, but about spreading hope and understanding in a world filled with darkness and light, and in a world filled with darkness and ignorance. And with every step they took, they carried the memory of their lost friend, vowing to honor their memory by making the world a better place.
Yeah, mate.
Damn.
I reckon. I forgot how actually long it was.
I know, bro. How
I
long?
think
I was reading that for like 30 minutes.
some crazy shit like that.
That's actually fucking nuts, man.
Yeah, I don't even know if we want to read the last couple chapters.
Nah, it's too late for that, bro. I'm
Too
tired.
late, too late. Yeah, I know.
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
no.
it's fuck.
I forgot the book's actually huge.
Bro, I have to, like, you know that that one that I was writing, that not like a remake, but it was like a bit more of an in-detailed version.
Yeah. I'd love some, I wish I knew how to animate, bro. Because
I need to, like,
imagine making that
publish
into like
this,
an
bro.
anime or some shit. Or like, imagine making a movie out of it. Or even if we acted out with, like,
Yeah.
um,
We could do like a fucking,
no,
like
the
a
story
really
isn't even
shit
over.
animation about Loki Peak.
yeah, like, it would just be, yeah, bro, we could just animate it shit and use like mouse
imagine
sound
Big
effects.
Les, like a Big Les
Yeah.
fucking animation, but it's like
Right,
Loki fantasy.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. I reckon we do it.
Microsoft Paint.
Or imagine we just like act it out with our Minecraft characters and just like build the world and then act it out.
Fuck, man, that'd be sick.
Be funny as, yeah.
I reckon that'd actually be a
Hmm.
pretty fucking cool idea.
But I don't know
Like-
about the fight scene with a malevolent demon. How are you gonna do that in Minecraft?
Yeah, see, that's why you would animate it. That's why you would
I'd
animate it.
Or make some music for it, even if it sounds like shit.
Mm.
Or just like copyright something. Just put like pig step over it.
No, I reckon if we do anything, because I truly do believe that it's my best writing work, 100%.
Oh yeah, bro.
We should try animating something. Like,
Yeah.
even if we just do like a little fucking, like anime ass intro for it, bro. Just something.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna buy an
Just
iPad.
fucking. Fuck, bro. Nah, what are you talking about, bro? You got a fucking $3,000 laptop or some shit. Get Microsoft Paint on that.
That's not. It's not in my house.
Oh,
I've got a PC, but no drawing tablet.
oh, fair enough. But yeah,
Just
something
pull out
like
a
that.
pencil and start drawing on the screen, bro.
Yeah.
On the screen.
No, you got a Samsung. You got a pen.
The pen I actually lost the pen a long time ago.
Oh,
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, if
what a shame.
I dropped my phone like out the front of the house when I
drop
was
it in the
still
toilet?
living there. Nah, I dropped the phone on the floor, and the stylus flew out of it, and I just didn't find it.
Oh.
Yo.
Which means it's probably still somewhere in the front yard at Alex's house.
It's actually crazy. Right?
Well, it probably doesn't exist anymore.
I reckon it does, because every time I'd leave the house, it says, do you have your stylus with you? Like, it would give me a notification every time I left the house.
So it's probably there.
It's probably there.
And just vacuum the grass until you find it.
Vacuum.
I'm being attacked by wild animals right now.
What are you doing?
Oh, open up a game.
I'm getting
I
off.
started playing.
Fair
Why have I
enough.
got why have I got 3
Me
viewers
too.
now?
Oh,
is
who's
this
watching, bro?
I know Kayla's watching, but
Oh shit, I'm
Don't-
dead as fuck.
I don't know about the 2 other people.
That's Dylan, bro.
Fuck nah, bro.
Do you remember
What
when
do
we
you mean,
blew
bro?
up? Do you remember when we blew up the cathedral?
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I
that's
fucking
funny.
thought it was real, and I like geeked out.
What do you mean thought it was
Bruh,
real?
I want to know what your reaction would have actually been in real life. Like, you would have watched the clip and just wondered what was going on in the clip, and then the building
You
blows
should
up.
have like pulled a camera out and started recording yourself.
That's holy shit. Yo, what the fuck, man? Just absolutely lost it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna head off now.
Yeah, I'm getting off.
See you, cheers.
See ya, cheese. I'm just turning the whole console off.